A very good day to you and welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Jadil Kabir, here for our usual political conversations to build this country. Even as we progress with President William Ruto's administration, I'm here with Herman Manyora, political analyst and commentator. How are you doing?
Good.
We're speaking about Kenya Power Enlightening Company. It's called Kitui East MP Nimrod Mbai has brought this conversation back to light, whether this company should be as monopolistic as it is and whether he's justified to beat that, to assault that engineer. Of course, so many people are saying we should not laugh about it because look, there are statements out there, this is assault, this is disgracing. But look, he's raising serious issues even as he was assaulting that man, that this KPLC, they want bribes, they're not working for Kenyans. First of all, you watch that video, is this the emotion that most people, Kenyans have towards Kenya Power?
Some people are even saying, why did a man allow himself to be beaten? But this other guy had a gun.
He had a gun, you know.
And I think he's a former policeman.
The MP?
I think so.
Not really sure, but he had a gun.
I think he's a former policeman.
But
I'm not sure. I'll ask my friend Mutisha Kisemei to confirm this to me.
Before we condemn him, is this the emotions Kenyans have towards KPLC?
Let's say this. First of all, we must condemn. That's where we must start. First of all, it is primitive to go physical. Okay? It is bad to slap a fellow man. I'm not saying you can slap a woman, but it is just bad to slap somebody.
Yeah.
But it's even worse when you are a leader. What kind of leader are you? What kind of country is this? Where our leaders shoot people, kill them, draw guns to threaten people, shoot in the air, shoot and kill, beat, slap, kick. I mean, we can name them.
Yeah.
We know them.
We don't have to though. But
they are in parliament. A man kills a Kenyan. And within the same week, he was taking oath of office. I sat down. I couldn't sit. I had to lie down and cry as a Kenyan.
Hey.
Well, the guy is taking an oath of office after killing a man in the same week. Unprovoked. It's really bad that we are where we are as a country. That our leaders can do what this guy did. Then we can now talk about the other things you are talking about.
We're talking about Kenya Power.
Kenya Power. There are many things about Kenya Power. Many people are not happy with Kenya Power. They are lazy. They extort people. They ask for bribes. They give you details to con men who call you and con you. You apply for electricity. They mine your details and give them to con men. There used to be one called Engineer Masinde, another one Kimutai. I know them.
A con man.
Hey, whenever you apply for electricity, those guys give them your details. They call you. Say, but if you pay now, it's easier.
Yeah.
Now that we are here, these posts are very few. These things are not in the store. Just a few, and you are wasting your time. At least you can even pay half. If you are too far, I pay for you.
Oh. So
Safaricom has entered the same stage where they are giving details to people, con men, to con Kenyans. And I must call out Safaricom because it is true. I've talked to them and everybody knows. So Kenya Power, and they take bribes to people. They take forever. If there's something faulty with your line, even dangerous, a tree can fall. It has happened to me. The wire is hanging dangerously in your compound, and they take 5 days to come.
Some people are saying even 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, when there's some disruption, maybe a tree has fallen on a power line, and just to reconnect, they take a month. So people are not happy with the Kenya Power. And the other question you ask is, this monopoly is no longer justified. No, it's no longer justified. In fact, we stood logic on the head. We needed, first of all, to liberalize the supply of power. What we did, we liberalized the generation of power.
Okay.
The independent power producers. And we entered into stupid agreements with them. You've seen recently, people could not believe how much they are getting for selling a unit of power.
Yes.
Vis-a-vis what you can get from Uganda, vis-a-vis what we get from Kenyan.
Yeah.
You can't believe it. But if we first liberalize the supply of power, then the suppliers will themselves look for the generators if they are not one and the same.
Okay.
Then that's a natural way of doing things. So, okay, come to us, we look at your capacity, we look at safety and other considerations and licensing, then you can supply power.
And you, as
supply
a citizen,
power.
you choose this.
Now, where are you going to get? Are you going to buy from KenGen?
Okay.
You think, no, you can get better. Let us come and check. Is it safe? Are you generating using a river at Shavakali? What are you using? Are you Mumia's sugar? Can you generate power and put it on some grid, somebody's grid, not Kenya Power grid? So we started wrongly. We needed first to have liberalized the supply of power to customers. Then those people, now those people would go and look for electricity. They would look for electricity and it will be much cheaper. But we started by independent power producers to fleece us. Corruption.
Now, when you look at this case scenario, the president, the MP was mentioning the president, saying well, it's the president who said you cannot disconnect Kenyans who have put electricity in their houses illegally through illegal connections. So just go to the houses and put meter boxes because you cannot disconnect Kenyans. Is this to be blamed on the president? Because look, why are you allowing people, you know, to illegally connect electricity?
The president is a scientist. Sinikweli.
Daktari.
And so he's an educated man and he's a scientist. Is most unlikely that he can say whenever you find somebody with electricity, just give him a meter.
Actually, he said that in Shauri Moyo.
He said that?
Yes.
I don't believe it.
He said that.
No, it's not possible.
You know?
It is, you know, why do you think Kenya Power will be concerned?
Yeah.
There must be, number one, even before the science. That will encourage theft. Okay? If, for example, look here, let's just be very practical. I am 2 kilometers from the nearest transformer. The quotation I get is 1.8 million, just for example. And they are doing that because they are costing the posts, they are costing the wires, and the other things they use. Why can't I use 200,000 shillings and give somebody who works in KPLC, Kenya Power, stores to give me the wire, the cables? 200,000. And I need a cable for 2 kilometers. So first of all, that will encourage theft. Obvious.
Yes.
Secondly, and much more important, and that's why the scientist, that is the president, must come in. Power is a dangerous commodity. Can you play with electricity?
No.
Wewe, inaitwa umeme, inaitwa?
Umeme.
Wewe unaweza cheza na umeme?
Hatari.
So mtu anaweza kusema ukikuta mtu ameweka umeme mpe tu mita.
Let me get you a quotation from him. This is what he said: if you find a citizen has been connected to electricity by whatever means, go and put a meter and begin to charge them. Don't switch off a whole estate.
Did he say that when he was campaigning or after?
January 2023.
Waende kwa kila nyumba yenye iko stima wawekee kila mtu mita. Alafu waanze kulipisha. Sio kama tunaelewana? It is as simple as that. If a citizen is already connected to electricity by whatever means, go and meter the power that he is consuming and charge him or her so that if they don't pay, then you can disconnect when they have a meter in their house. Lakini kwenda kuzima a whole estate, kwenda kuzima kiwanja mzima, hiyo ni kiburi yenye ya kupindukia. Mimi sijui wanafikiria namna gani.
This is the danger of being populist. And I must advise, I am advising the president. You are the president of the Republic of Kenya as per law established. Raila can contest your presidency outside the jurisdiction of the court and the constitution. He's right and is justified. But for now, every minute you are in State House, you are there as per law established. You don't need to be populist. No. Don't need to be populist.
This is the problem we have.
You know, do good things to the people of Kenya, but don't be a populist. Electricity is dangerous. You cannot say if somebody has connected electricity in the house by whatever means, you even add that by whatever means.
Yeah.
That can't come from, no.
How do you penalize? How do you penalize someone for using electricity yet you have not asked them to pay and they refused. Now this is the President of the Republic of Kenya. You've said this is populism at its finest. This is what is
it's
ailing
dangerous.
us.
Electricity is dangerous.
How do
what I know, what he meant, what he should have meant, and that will be right. Sometimes you apply for electricity, and the quotation is very high, but they are independent power. They are what? Contractors. Somebody can tell you I can build for your power line, but then building the power line is not enough. They must. I have gone through it myself. I have had that problem. They must put you in the system, so they can build for you the power line, because the posts actually they are rarely belong to Kenya Power. Sometimes they are for these contractors, so they can build for you a power line. But now, instead of making it formal with the Kenya Power, they cut corners. They want to enter you into the system so that this line is recognized by Kenya Power by cutting corners, because once they have built a line for you, there are issues of way leave, so that power is not passing and infringing on people's rights on their lands over somebody's house. So the contractor may overlook those things, because once they has built a line for you informally between you and him, there are things he must do, procedures with the Kenya Power, ensure there's way leave, and that Kenya Power will have to confirm. Okay. Yeah. They have to. Kenya Power will have to confirm. SAG. Does it respect the distance? Somebody can make it cheap for you by making the distance so between one post so huge that the SAG can even endanger people, because the line can come down. Yeah. You know that. Yeah. Yeah. So he may now cut those corners, and using backdoor means give you power. So what the president could have meant was, once you identify things like those, deal with the procedural issues. Okay. But let somebody have electricity. Okay. Don't uproot the lines. But you see, when if it requires an extra 1 or 2 posts to make it tight enough, tell the customer, if this is, you got it, we know you got it. And you have paid those people, they have gone. We asked you for 300,000. So you gave this man 70,000. But now you must add another 2 posts. Yeah. This is the standard procedure. If the president was saying that, but to say that in whichever means you have put, no, come on. Umeme, inaitwa nini? Umeme. He is a Kenyan, says I support Nimrod Mbai. Hii ni next kwa radi. Next. Kuna radi na kuna umeme. Sasa unacheza na radi. Let me get a tweet here from Waziri Freddy. He's a Kenyan on Twitter, says, I support Nimrod Mbai, that's the MP. We don't need favors from KPLC. If you find one disconnecting your power, deal with him. KPLC offers poor services, yet we pay. If I find one disconnecting my house, I will squeeze his, you know what. Now, this is what Kenyans are saying. People are tired. People are tired with KPLC. They are. How should we fix things? They are. And as Kenyans, we must demand. We have demanded for things and we have gotten them. This is the time to demand end to the monopoly of KPLC. Is it KPLC? What KPLC. KPC, whatever. KPC. Kenya Power Company. Wametoa hiyo L. Wametoa. Yes. This is the day, not tomorrow. Kenya Power we must end that monopoly. Wabaki na hiyo corruption yao. It will collapse. Just the way telecom ended. Ilikuwa naitwanga sijui what KPTL, Kenya Post and Telecommunication, vile ilikufa na posta ndio hii itakufa. So let us liberalize. Wacha wakufa. But as we do so, that MP must go to jail. That's the only way I'll be proud of being a Kenyan, if that MP is jailed. Otherwise, why can't we free everybody from jail? When you are stima, people are in jail because of slapping somebody when they're annoyed. Somebody has annoyed you, you slap him. Yet the law says you had no power to slap him. Oh yes, we understand he annoyed you, but you should not have. He provoked you, but the answer was not a slap. People are in jail as I talk to you. Uko skusa sahi wanalima. But MPs are above the law, so that is also you're living in a different world. No. So we have to end that Kenya, where a leader slaps somebody and they continue with their business as if nothing has happened. That man got to go to jail. Now let me tell you finally, I'll repeat this thing until it gets to Kenyans. those who have property and the power and the standing and the name in this country will be the ones who lose when people stop respecting the law. And these are the things that will lead Kenyans into stopping to respect the law. The country does not have the necessary capacity. You saw in France recently. No country has the capacity to handle people when they become wild. And when MPs behave the way this one is behaving, people will get to a point and take the law into their own hands. And we don't have the capacity as a country to handle people who have decided there's no point of obeying the law. We don't have the capacity. And finally, who will be the loser? The man who stays in Kibra, what will he lose? It is you who stays in Karen. Because the guys from Kibra will want to stay in New York. They will do. And it won't be the first country. We have come close to that. Twice. I have seen. I saw it in 1992. I saw people just walking into people's shops and taking things. Nobody was there to stop them. Yeah. I saw it in 2007, 2008. People were walking in supermarkets in Kisumu and going with things. And they were headed to Mlimani when Kofi Annan landed here. So these people who stay in Karen, I'm advising them. It is you to respect the law, or at least give a semblance of the same. Send the signal to the people down there that law is God. Obey law. You disobey the law, show it to the people. When they take a cue from you, tuone kama mtakaa Lavington.
So you're saying the MP must go to jail?
He must go to jail. And let me tell you this. Because unfortunately, many people have refused to learn. Because we don't read. History we learned in school just to pass exams. But we never learn anything from it. People can be very bad. Human beings can be very bad. Human beings can be
very, very bad. Maybe you don't even.
People can be animals.
You don't have to expound on that.
People can be animals. Because you have to take care.
Yeah.
Let people remain human beings. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying.
I'm getting you.
Tell these people, law protects them more than it protects the poor people. And it is important for them to know that.
Let's wrap it up at that. Let's wrap it up at that. You're saying human beings can be animals, but I think we are actually animals. Until we do talk again, have yourself a lovely rest of your day. Hope to see you soon.